Hey friend, it is Kate here. Thank you so much for jumping on my channel and joining me here today. Now, I have got a fabulous full body workout for you. One where we'll have the option to use weights if we want to. No biggie if you don't have them. You know you get an arm workout with or without those weights. We're going to be toning our tummies. We're going to be squeezing our thutt. The whole body's going to, get involved. But what's so special about today's class is that I'm actually hoping that all of you can help me send some fabulous, lovely words of encouragement and support to one of our community members out there. Miss Jenny out in NYC, her husband, Alex, recently reached out to me. Now, Alex told me that his wife, Jenny, has been working so hard and he is so incredibly proud of her. He wanted to know, since she's been working so hard, if I would be willing to send a few positive messages, a few words of support and encouragement to let her know how hard she's working and how proud he is of her, how proud I am of her, and really what I'm hoping is that all of you might want to send something to her as well. I would love it if the comments below were filled with lovely, wonderful messages to our friend Jenny. So, Jenny, from the bottom of my heart, thanks for joining me for class. Thanks for arriving on your mat, doing something so good for you. I am so proud of you. It is always awesome to hear from real life people around the world. It's so cool to me to know that you're out there and you are doing something so good for yourself. And, you're so busy being a casting director. I'm impressed and proud. And again, Alex was so sweet to even reach out that I hope you, give him an extra big thanks. So, no matter who's watching, Jenny or any of our friends out there, let's enjoy class today. Let's send Jenny some positive messages and let's roll out our mat and get started. We'll start lying on our back, and if you have weights, you can put them on either side. You may or may not want to use them, no big deal either way. But we will make our way down. Take your hands a little bit wider than your mat, roll those shoulders open, point your nose straight up to the sky, and before we do anything, let's of course pay attention to the middle of our body. Lightly pull your belly button in towards your spine. As you did that, did your shoulders round or cave in? Ideally, we want to keep pressing them open and away, almost like you're trying to press those shoulders, the backs of your arms, and your hands into the ground, activating all the muscles behind your body. Pull that low belly in a little bit deeper. Press lightly into the ground with both feet just so we can activate our legs a little bit. Take a great big inhale. Big easy sigh out. And then from here, let's lift up into a small bridge. Now remember, when we lift up into a bridge, it's almost like our spine is a sticker that we're peeling off the ground. One vertebra at a time is reaching up, and then we pause. We squeeze our thutt, that place where that thigh and that glute connect. We take a big inhale, and from the sternum, roll yourself all the way down. Let's move through our bridge pose just a couple of times, going as fast or slow as whatever feels good in your body, and not letting those shoulders lift up. Take it at your own pace, no hurry. Each time you lift up, remember, pause for a moment, give that thutt a little squeeze, tone the belly a little bit more, and roll yourself down. One more time just like that. Go ahead and roll yourself up, pause for a moment. Think of toning your inner thighs towards one another, squeezing that thutt just a little bit, and gently make your way all the way down. Grab those weights that I asked you to put there in case you don't have them, no big deal, and reach them up to the sky. Now again, notice, did your shoulders lift up and away? It's like I'm physically tacking them down, keeping that nose pointing straight up to the sky. Lightly imprint the spine, lightly press down into the feet, take a big inhale. Exhale, press the hands down towards your hips. Inhale, float the hands right back up. Exhale, press the hands down by your hips. Inhale, reach them right back up. One more time, bring it all the way down. Lift up and pause. Now from here, all I want us to do is bend our elbows off to the side. Now your elbows might not touch the ground. That's okay if they don't. Exhale, lift them straight back up. Inhale, touch them down to the ground. Again, they may or may not touch, it's okay. Exhale, lift them up. You might experience a little stretch across the front of your pecs as you do that, and that's absolutely fine. Last one, down we go. Lift up, pause, hold right there. Can we keep reaching those weights up to the sky? And then could we do our bridge as well? Inhale, lift the pelvis, peel your spine up just like a little sticker, and again, pause. Hold here. Think of cinching the waist. Think of toning the thutt. And then just like we did when we were on our back, I want you to inhale, drop your weights down. Exhale, lift them back up. Now, did you notice I don't take my weights all the way down to the ground? I again take them to about hip height, and then I exhale, press into my heels, squeeze my thutt, lift on up. You got this. 2 more times. And remember, if you need a break, if you need to send your hips down and repeat this with your hips on the ground, that's okay too. No big deal at all. Pause when you arrive, hold for a moment, and then about 5 times or so can we open our elbows out. Exhale, lift them back up. Open our elbows out. Exhale, lift them back up. 3 more times. No hurry, no rush. You got this. And then last one, send those arms off to the side, lift them all the way up, take a big inhale, and roll yourself all the way down. Set the weights once more on either side of you. Maybe pull your knees into your chest, giving yourself a little hug, a little squeeze, and let's rock and roll on our spine a little bit. Roll yourself all the way up to a seat. Scooch a little closer to the front edge of the mat. Keep both of your weights on either side of you, handy in case we want to use them. We don't have to if we don't want to. Before we go anywhere, take your hands behind your thighs. Now your feet can be in line with your hips. They could be touching. You could have them a little bit wider too if that helps, because all of our hips are shaped a little different. But what I want us to focus on is feeling our feet and our sitting bones grounding down and the rest of our body lifting up. Almost imagine I'm standing behind you. I grab your waist and I pull yourself all the way up away from the ground. Take a big inhale, tip from the pelvis backwards and rock into your C curve. Take a moment to pause right here. Think of pressing into your feet. Whenever I press deeper into my feet, my tummy starts to turn on a little deeper. I draw those low belly muscles in. I roll my shoulders back. I put a smile on my face because I love it. Take a big inhale. Exhale, roll yourself all the way up. Big deep breath. Exhale, tip the pelvis back, rock down, pause. Exhale, roll yourself up. One more time, just like that. No hurry, no rush. You got this. Tone the belly, return. Now, from here, if we want to, we might grab our weights. We don't have to. We could just keep holding on to the back of our legs if we want. I want you to sit up tall and straight. I want you to press down into your feet. We're not going to move our upper body at all, but we are going to slide our hands open. Exhale, tone the belly as you bring them towards one another. Inhale, slide the hands open. Exhale, press them back. Now, this might be a challenging spot for some of us to sit, and in which case you could, of course, always adjust. If this just isn't feeling good in your hips, your knees, your ankles, in any one spot, that's okay. Make adjustments for your body. Last one, inhale, open. Exhale, pull it in, hold. Imagine not only are we holding these great big heavy weights, but you are squeezing an imaginary present in front of you. Inhale, lift the present up. Exhale, tone the belly as you softly bring it down. Inhale, lift the present up. Exhale, bring it right back down. 3 more times at your own pace. Notice, are you beginning to let yourself sink back? We're not in a C curve. Remember, we're sitting up as tall and straight as we possibly can. Last one up. Exhale, bring it down, pause. Set the weights down if you have them. Reach those hands out and imagine that you're still holding them, or you're holding that great big heavy present. Sit tall, sit straight. I am holding your ears. I am pulling them up. Big inhale. Now tip back into our C curve and hold. Stamp into both of your feet. Just like we did a moment ago, we're going to slide our hands open. Exhale, bring them back together. Now, as you slide them open and close in our C curve, we might not be able to take them out quite as wide. We might stop about halfway, and that's okay. What I do want you to focus on, though, is keeping your body in the same position as you move the arms. Beautiful job. 2 more. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. Last one, inhale, open, exhale, close, pause, squeeze that present, tip your pelvis back a little deeper, tone the tummy. Now inhale, lift your present up to the sky, exhale, pull it right back down. Inhale, lift it up, exhale, cinch the waist, pull it down. You look amazing. 2 more, up we go, exhale, bring it down. Last one, lift it up, exhale, bring it down, pause. Take a big full inhale. Exhale, roll yourself up. Beautiful job. Let's extend our legs in front of us. If there's a bend in the knees, soft or great, that's okay. What I do want you to find, though, is a connection of your heels and your sitting bones down. Low belly in, top of the head lifts a little higher. Take your hands off side to side. Imagine there's a table right next to you. You press down into that table so you can lift up and out of your waist. A big deep inhale. Exhale, a little twist to the right. Inhale back to center. Exhale, a little twist to the left. All the way back to center. One more time right. All the way center. One more time left. Come on back to center, pause. Go ahead, bend your knees, walk them back in. Again, feet together apart, your choice. Roll the shoulders, sit tall, sit straight. Maybe grab the weights. We are tipping back into our C curve. If that's too much for you, you set those weights down, that's okay. Take a breath. Tip, roll yourself back into the C curve and pause. Now, all I want us to do is keep our weights right where they are. No moving in the arms. If you start to have little bird arms, little wings, and you bring them down, you reach those guys off and away. Take a big inhale. Press deeper into your left foot. Exhale, lift the right. Beautiful. Set that foot down. Stabilize through the right foot. Press down into the ground. Exhale, lift the left. Excellent. We'll softly and steadily go side to side. Now watch those weights. Don't let them rattle around. It's almost like they're sitting on a table and you can't possibly move them. Instead, it's just the leg that's lifting and lowering. You have got this. You are doing so incredibly wonderful. One more set side to side. Exhale, lift. Drop it down. Exhale, lift. Drop it down, pause. Reach those weights further away. Slide them halfway away from you. Exhale, pull them back to center. Slide them out to that little V. Exhale, tone the belly, pull it back in. 3 more times, open. Exhale, close. 2 more, open. Exhale, close. Last one, open, close, pause, take a big breath, and roll yourself all the way up. How we feeling? You're doing fabulous. You can set those weights if you want to, or you can keep them up, but we're gonna take one more big inhale. Tip that pelvis back, rock into your C curve, pause. Could we do a few circles with our lifted arms? We're gonna go around for 5 and 4, 3, tone that tummy, 2, press into your feet. Last one, hold. Reach those weights away. Reach the back of your pelvis towards the mat a little bit more. Reverse your circles. 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one, pause. Take a big breath. Roll yourself up. Set the weights down. Our arms should feel light as a feather after that. Again, I want us to extend our legs out in front of us. Maybe you notice the second time you have a little more range of motion. You can maybe flex your feet a little, find that length through the back of the leg, and again, sit up a little taller, a little straighter. Big inhale. Exhale, twist right. Inhale, center, sit up tall and straight as you do. Exhale, twist left. One more time, center, twist right, pause. Imagine there's a great big beach ball right here. We're gonna take just a little stretch. I want you to lift up and over and then drape your body over the beach ball. You might be able to touch your foot. You might be able to grab your leg. It's not really about that. Instead, I'm thinking about actively lifting up from my sitting bones and trying to hollow my tummy as I round forward. Restack the spine, come on up. Twist center, twist left. Beach balls move to this side. Reach up and over. It's almost like someone kind of fish hooked my tummy here, that kind of feeling of whoop, lifting that belly up and in. Roll it on up, bring it back to center. Excellent job. One more time. Take those feet out in front of us. Hands behind our thighs, shoulders back, lift high. Big inhale, tip back, find your C curve, pause. Maybe reach those hands out and away. This time palms down, press down into our imaginary tables, broaden across our chest. Take a big inhale. Lift up your right leg, pause. Let's flex our foot. 5 times, I want you to straighten the leg out. Exhale, tone the tummy, pull it in. Straighten the leg out, exhale, pull it in. 2 more, reach it out, exhale, return. Last one out, exhale, hold. Take a great big breath. Set that foot down. Another big inhale. Exhale, lift the other leg up. Flex that foot. Press it down into your table. Broaden across your chest. Inhale, reach, exhale, pull. Inhale, reach, exhale, pull. Smile, you love it. Do we have a few earthquake shakes going on out there? Last one. Reach that leg out. Exhale, pull it back. Take a big breath. Set that foot down. Roll yourself up. Find a nice, easy seat. Give yourself a little wiggle. Let's roll our shoulders, kind of move and groove. We're going to lie on our tummy for just a little bit. So make your way down. And from here, I want us to reach a foot up, reach it further away, and set it down so we can make space to the front of our hip. We do not want to have that Beyonce booty moment happen where we lift our tush up. We want to press down into that pubic bone. And you know what I'm going to say? Give that thutt a little squeeze, that thigh butt action point. Feel the lower portion of your body actively hold you in place. It's like your feet, your pubic bone, your hips are glued to the ground, while the top of our body has a little more mobility to it. Pull the low belly up and away. It's almost like you're making space underneath that belly button. Draw the ribs closer together. Inhale, roll the shoulders, broaden across the chest. This is a tiny little cobra, nothing big, nothing crazy. Try to point those elbows towards your heels behind you. Exhale, cinch the belly as you roll down. Inhale, squeeze the thutt, tone the belly, lift the heart and chest up. Exhale, gently roll down. One more time, roll, lift, pause. Exhale, soften down. If we'd like a little bit bigger of a stretch across our body, we can take our fingertips a little bit wider than our mat. Tent the fingertips, lift the elbows up. Now my lower body is still nice and active. I'm pressing into my feet. I'm pressing into my pubic bone. I'm squeezing my thoughts so hard I could hold a pencil right there. And then roll the shoulders, lift the heart. Maybe we come up a fraction of an inch higher. Look over your right shoulder. Back to center. Look over your left shoulder. Back to center. Lift up half an inch higher. Exhale. How slowly can you come down? How gently can you keep that belly button pulling in as we slowly return? Beautiful. Bend the knees. Take a little windshield wiper side to side. No hurry. No rush whatsoever. And then one final thing on our tummy. Hands can stay by our sides. We could bring them out in front of us. Whatever feels better in your body. But I want you to press down into your elbows if you have your hands right where I am. I want you to broaden across your chest no matter what. If this feels like too much at any time, you could of course bring your forehead all the way down to the mat or even your forearms. For me though, I need to lift up so I can keep talking to you. Now, once more, pull the navel in. Imagine that there's that great big belt around the small of your waist, slowly kind of pulling your abdominal muscles in towards one another. Now, if we experience any tension through our lumbar spine, take a moment, press into that pubic bone, lift up and away a little further. Press deeper into your left foot on the floor. Give your right foot a little extra squeeze. Take a big inhale. See if you can lift the foot up. Drop it down. Exhale, lift the foot up. Drop it down. Now, as you lift and lower that foot, where is the weight in your pelvic area, your pubic bone? It's easy to let it kind of rock side to side. We want to keep it as even as possible. Also know that if your leg doesn't lift up at all, but you still feel those muscles activated, that's great. Last one, lift up, pause. broaden the shoulders, pull that navel in, take a great big inhale. Can we give a little pulse of that heel up without letting our hips kind of move side to side? So we're going to lift that heel up for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, pause. Squeeze that thutt, reach that foot further away. One more set. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, pause. Set the foot down. Press down into that foot. Squeeze your left thigh a little bit more. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Notice once more, where is the weight in your hips? Are you letting it rock towards the right or left? We want to keep it so even. Also, where is the weight in your upper body? Are we kind of letting our shoulders creep up to our ears, or do we have that long, beautiful neck? Last one, lift up, hold. Think of really pressing that pubic bone down. Think of really lifting that belly button up, almost like we can make enough space for a little grape to sit underneath our belly button. And then pulses on this side. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, pause. Again, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, pause. Hold right there. Imagine I'm holding your ankle. I am yanking it nice and far away. Take a big inhale. Set it down, relax. Bend the knees, little windshield viper side to side. And then we're going to make our way up to a seated position. If you want a little child's pose back there for a stretch, you go right ahead. But otherwise, find a nice easy seat. You could even come up to a chair if you'd prefer for this. But we're going to end with a little bit of upper body work. Now, just holding our weights or holding our hands up for an extended period of time can be a lot. So if you don't have weights, it's okay. You're still going to get something out of it because we're going to activate those muscles just like we do in the rest of class. Before we go anywhere, take a seat. Shoulders back, head high. It's almost like I'm holding your ears. I'm pulling them up. And then with the weights in hand or not, reach them out. Now, I actually want you to put a little bend in your elbow. And it's almost like our arms are now like a little W. And we're just going to do some tiny little pulses of those arms up and down. Now, as I pulse my arms, as I do my little bounces, what's not happening is C curving or rounding down. I'm still sitting up as tall and straight as I can. Now, from here, I want you to bounce your weights towards one another. 4, 3, 2, 1, away. 4, 3, 2, 1, together. 4, 3, 2, 1, away. 4, 3, 2, 1. 2 more sets. Just like this. You got it. Open back out. Last one together. And last one out. And pause. Now from here, shoulders down, head high, big inhale. Exhale, lift the weights overhead. Inhale, drop them down. Exhale, lift them overhead. Inhale, drop them down. 2 more times up. Lower down. Last one up and pause. Open those elbows wide, shoulders down the back, head high. Take a big inhale. We're going to drop our weights down in front of us. It's like that table has returned and we're just going to let our hands hang on that table. So down they go. 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift. 4, 3, 2, 1. Your arms stay in that little diamond. And if you go a little faster, a little slower than I do, it's okay. We're trying to find some rotation there within our upper body. This is always good for those of us that sit at a computer all day. Always great to help strengthen those back of body and arm muscles that help keep our posture upright. Now, last one, take the weights down in front of that imaginary table. And then all I want us to do is slide our weights across the table. Drag them back together. Exhale, poke those elbows back. Inhale, slide them back together. 3 more times, reach them back. Send them on in. 2 more back. Bring it back together. Last one back and hold. Now from here, I want you to drop your elbows down, tone your inner arms towards the side of your body. Give your arms a little squeeze or a little hug, almost like you're holding newspaper underneath. Flip the palms up. Now, do you see my arms aren't really high up? My hands are in line with my elbows. I want to keep them right there as I roll those shoulders back, sit tall, sit straight. I'm going to turn this way just so you can see a little bit better. All we're doing from here is I'm thinking of kissing my shoulder blades together, activating the muscles in the back of my body, and then pulsing the weights behind me and letting it go. I squeeze my shoulder blades towards one another, I reach the weights back, and I let it go. So it's almost like a 1-2 sort of thought. It's shoulders, arms follow, relax. Shoulders, arms follow, relax. 2 more. And last one, hold it right there. Sit tall, sit straight, draw those ribs close. Put a smile on your face, relax your neck. And then from here, we're gonna pulse our weights back. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, pause. Again, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, pause. You got it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, pause. Last time. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, hold. Take a great big breath. Exhale, reach your weights away. Inhale, pull them in, sit tall, sit straight. Exhale, reach them away. Inhale, pull them back. 2 more times, reach it out and bring it on back in. Last one, reach it out, pause, take a big deep inhale. Exhale, bend, inhale, release. We're almost there. Exhale, bend, inhale, release. Smile, it's the end of class. You love it so much. You know how strong you're gonna feel afterwards. Last one, exhale, bend, pause, take a big deep inhale. And relax yourself down. Set those weights off to the side. Find your easy seat and let's roll those shoulders back a little bit. This does not have to be perfect. Maybe we go one and then the other. Maybe you go forward a little bit. And then let's give our hands a little love after holding those weights if we had them. Roll the wrist around. Maybe reach the hands out as you do so, lifting them up. And then as you bring them down, flick them like you're flicking water off your finger. And then roll them up again. This time, clasp the hands together, open your elbows wide. This is one of the only times when I do say to lightly tuck the chin to the chest. It's only so we can think about lengthening through our cervical spine. Press those elbows towards the space behind you without splaying the ribs. Ribs are in, belly button still pulling in. Take a big inhale. A little stretch over. Lift your elbow up to the sky. Don't let it curl in. We want to think about opening up through the side body. Take a big inhale. Tone your oblique muscle as you pull yourself up. Same thing other side. Little side stretch over. Hold. Pull yourself up. One more time, we'll go over to one side, and this time I want you to pretend that that beach ball has come back in front of you, and you're just going to glide in front of the beach ball and roll it on up. Same thing other side. Over. Big inhale. Exhale around. Roll yourself up. Relax. As always, give yourself a pat on the back. Thank yourself for doing something so good and just for you. And again, as a really special treat, if everyone out there would like to leave Jenny an extra little special words of encouragement in the comments, I know that she will just be so excited and I will be truly tickled pink. Once more, it was so wonderful to see you all today, and I hope to see you again soon.